PS4 still does not know how to talk to Twitch right, so... Okay. Testing, testing. Welcome back, folks. It is Saturday the 18th. Life goes on. So, last time we start off on this little crusade, and I believe we already spent all our Monokuma tokens. Yeah, we did. Hopefully we can get to where the... Well, let's see what I even have. Let's see what I have now and who would... I bet Fume would like that. Royal Curry. Glasses, red scarf. Mito's pants. Water lover. I probably don't even need to look this up, but I believe Hina would like that, so let me double check. Yep, that was one of Hina's likes. We are gonna go ahead and give this one to... We're gonna go ahead and spend some more of our free time with Hina. Shiro. You will not be... Hey, there you go.
Yeah!
Let's try getting on the top and yanking down on it.
You got it!
This is why I like you, Makoto. I mean, not like. Not that like. Seeing Hina's pleased with something I gave her makes me happy. Oh man, oh man. What's up?
Okay.
I'm getting totally fired up. What? How come? How come doesn't matter. Now that I'm revved up, I need to get it out. Let's race. I don't think that's a good idea. I wouldn't stand a chance anyway.
That's right!
Really? Well, I don't mind a solo run. Well, hold on. You always seem so excited, you know?
What's your deal?
Hey, you making fun of me? No, I'm just impressed. Really? I used to know this one guy. He was always like, you know, you're like a super spaz. Super spaz?
Yeah!
Like, he'd see me wearing shorts in winter, and he'd say stuff like that. If you lose to the cold like that, it just means you weren't dedicated enough. Wow, you did stuff like that and didn't get sick?
You got it all wrong!
Getting sick is for the weak. If you're really dedicated, winter means even lighter clothes. It's all part of your training. Training, huh? So, like, are you the type who gets sick easy? Actually, yeah. See, you're soft. You need more training.
Okay.
Okay, I got the perfect remedy to keep someone like you as fit as a fiddle. Huh? What kind of remedy?
Yeah!
Actually, I do this myself every morning. You just strip down your waist, then take dry towel and start rubbing down your bare skin. I call it,
Huh?
What do I call it again? A way to keep healthy by stripping down and rubbing the towel across your skin. Okay, I forgot about this, but you have to answer these questions, right? Oh boy. I believe the answer is towel treatment, but that just seems so obvious. Yeah, I'm going to say... Yeah, I'm gonna say Taoshi.
You got it!
That's it. I love going out in my apartment, stripping down, feeling the wind on my skin. God, that's so amazing. I never let a morning pass without getting a good rub down. Wait, so you went to vaccine and stripped down? And you're okay with that? You gotta try. If you haven't got your health, you haven't got anything. I see you catch a cold or something. Yeah, if you haven't guessed, you really don't spend a lot of time, you really don't spend a lot of time attending classes in this game. As you see... As you do more free time with people, their report card fills out. More and more. Your goal is to get a complete and of course you're not limited to just spending time with the girls. You also have to Rose Whip. I believe that's a gift for Celeste. Or Celestia. Yeah. I'm kind of picking who I hang out with at random here, or just based on what presents I have. I want to bet Monokuma, like, he filled that out with the worst possible just to, sharpest knife possible to kill, you know. A little sadist. There you are.
Most unfortunate. There is nothing to be done.
Gee, thanks, Celeste. Is it because of all my daily sympathy and compassion, is it not? Makoto, I'd like to share something with you. Huh? What is it? My perfect gambling strategy. Is there really such a thing?
Indeed.
Of course there is. Are you ready? Please pay attention. Whatever the game, you must have in mind is strategy. This allows you to increase your odds of winning. However, the exciting part about gambling is that there's a power which can overwhelm any strategy. There is.
Indeed.
That power is luck. Luck.
Actually,
There are only two types of luck, good and bad. There is no in-between. And that luck is built into every human at the moment of conception, like a computer program.
is that okay?
Some call it fate. The bottom line is, luck is life.
Well,
Do you see what I'm saying? You mean that's your perfect strategy? Correct. You see, I was programmed to have good luck when it comes to gambling. That's why I have never lost. So that's all there is to it? You are the ultimate lucky student, yes? Does this perhaps exceed my own luck? One day I hope to put that to the test.
I hope you are well.
Well then, have a nice day. More bad luck than good lately. Gambling's probably not a great idea for me. Bong, bing, bong.
This is a school announcement. As such, soon the door. Okay then.
Yeah, I'm just gonna skip that every time since it's the same thing. When are we gonna get out of here? I'll lay on bed. Monokuma Theater. I need an immediate fast-acting pick-me-up. If it doesn't act now, it's the same as giving in to regret. What do you think guides this world? Speed, of course. That's why Formula 1 drivers are so popular. And why any idiot can accomplish something if they take it slow. Even a human piece of excrement could create a masterpiece if they spent their entire life on it. Someone who does things in a timely fashion is both wise and admirable. Straight is better than a curve or an angle. Freestyle is better than the backstroke or breaststroke. Drive-through is better than sit-down. A Sunday comic artist is smarter than a graphic novelist. Okay, you kinda lost me here. What I'm saying is, speed is the gold standard of the standard world.
Which is why I said I need that pick-me-up.
Meanwhile, 0.00002. No disengage.
Good morning, everyone. It is now get ready to greet.
Oh my god, I hate you. Day after day, I can feel the fatigue piling up. As soon as that grows my mind. Well, let's see who's at the door.
Hey!
A fantastic morning, isn't it? Did Taka? Now, pardon the interruption. I can barge into my room. Okay, Mr. Ultimate Moral Compass, what are you doing? What's up, Taka? No matter how intensely a stormy season may batter me, I will not fall as long as my feet are firmly planted. You agree, right? I'm not sure I understand.
Without a doubt.
If you can't do it alone, just find someone to support you and you can support them back.
You hear me?
That's how you can overcome any storm. I was thinking about it last night and I decided we really all need to really come together. And that was when I realized every morning from now on, after the morning announcement, everyone should have breakfast together.
Quiet down and listen.
And now is the beginning of that fateful day. Please head to the dining hall at your earliest convenience.
Got it.
That's all for now. I have to go let everyone else know the good news. So I didn't even wait for a reply. He turned and left before I could say a thing. Well, I guess I better head to the dining hall. I was expecting Sayaka to be here. Toko?
What's your problem?
I was just wondering what you're doing here. You should probably head to the dining hall, right? I know. I just need to prepare myself mentally. Ursula, what you talking about? I'm so nervous. So nervous about. Gang's all here, looks like it. Yappy and Bayai.
Listen to me!
Looks like everyone's here, so then let's begin our very first breakfast meeting.
Quiet down and listen!
Everyone, thank you for making time in your busy schedules to come together.
Give me a break.
I didn't make time for shit. You dragged me here. I know I already mentioned this earlier, but in order to get out here, it is essential that we all cooperate with each other. And the first step is this breakfast meeting to allow us to become friends and build trust. So from now on, let's meet here in the dining hall every morning after the morning announcement. Now then, let's eat. Want me to eat breakfast with other people? I've never done that before. I'm not sure.
I mean, seriously?
Yeah, it's been a while for me too.
But more important.
Well, anyway, does anyone have to come up with any clues?
Seriously?
Nothing at all?
Hey!
Anything. It could be about how to get out or who's doing this. Nobody has anything.
Are you okay with this?
You're going to die. I want you to know that. Yeah, I'm getting real like L vibes from Celeste right now.
Huh?
Huh?
Do you understand?
If you can't stop yourself from showing weakness in front of others, you will die.
Stop it!
What the hell? Don't even freaking joke about that. I'm not joking. Adaptability is survivability. Did I not say so? So you better hurry up and adapt to your new life here.
What the hell is this?
Have you gotten completely insane? Adapt to my new life here? Do you have any idea what you're saying?
What?
Yeah, sounds like the girl wants to live here. And hell, more power to her. But shit.
Piece of shit!
No way in hell am I living here. I'm getting out of here. I don't give a shit. Sure, feel free. Okay, so nobody has any clues?
What the heck?
One thing I can tell you is who's behind all this. Somebody who's totally weird and messed up. Why else would we be trapped in here in the first place?
Hey, listen.
Well, sure, this could be something like that, but for right now, actual clues are... What's up? If you think in terms of people who are really abnormal, bizarre, do you think maybe the person responsible for this could be a certain murderous fiend? A murderous fiend. Chihiro, do you have some idea who might be behind all this? Well, maybe. I mean, I can't really be certain, but...
Got it!
Certainly is not a concern right now. I'll allow whatever remarks you may have.
You know?
Have you guys heard of Genocide Jack? You mean that serial killer that's been in the news and all over the internet? The monstrous villain who's murdered scores of victims in a brutally bizarre fashion. The word bloodlust was left at each murder scene, written in the victim's own blood. Wherever he is, he's like a ghost. He strikes that warning and disappears without a trace. And on the internet, they started calling him Genocide Jack. That about covers it, I think. They say he's claimed over 1,000 victims. That's just an urban legend, though, right? I mean, even like 10 people would be totally insane. Anyway, whoever Genocide Jack really is, he's obviously some kind of super crazy killer.
Huh?
If he really is this ultimate psycho, it wouldn't be surprising if he put together something like this.
But...
Like I said, I can't be certain. I don't have any evidence or anything. It's just a thought.
Hey, hold on.
But if they're the killer, isn't that like a killer of a problem for us?
Yeah!
It's okay. Everything's absolutely, positively, 100% without doubt gonna be okay. This help's gonna get here soon. I'm sure of it. Help?
'Cause, I
You've
mean...
been studying it for a few days already, right? Nobody's been able to contact us, so I'm sure they're getting worried. I bet they called the police already.
What's this?
The police? You're putting your faith in the police?
Bastard!
What are you doing here?
You guys?
Seriously, you understand what role the police exist to fill? They're all good for is being a foil, playing against a villain or anti-hero or evil organization. The bad guys come along and destroy them, and that shows just how badass they really are. Actually, you want to rely on such an unreliable group of losers? I mean, come on! If you really, really want to get out of here, all you gotta do is kill!
What the hell?
You know?
I'm just impressed at a total commitment to this whole act.
Come on.
You're still going on about that?
You're fucking dead.
So, Mr. Serial Killer Psycho Freak Bastard, what the hell do you want?
Huh?
Mr. Huh? That's a pretty long name. Sure, maybe.
Hey, come on.
You know who you really are. Maybe if I ignore him, he'll go away.
You son of a bitch.
Hey, don't ignore me, asshole. Okay, let's get back to business. Your life here has already begun, and a couple of days have gone by, and nobody's killing anybody. I thought you kids were all lazy and selfish, and here you are working together. But I'm totally bored. There's nothing you can say that'll make us start killing each other.
I got it!
Wait! Yes! Ding, ding, ding! I figured it out!
In other words...
All the mystery unions are here. Right people, right place. So why hasn't anyone killed anyone yet? That's what I couldn't understand. But then I just realized that there was one very important piece missing. What are you? If you want to know, I'll tell you. It's motive!
Stop fucking around.
Motive? What the fuck are you talking about?
Hey,
Oh, by the way, there's something I want to show you guys.
You son of a bitch.
Stop changing the gun. Oh. I have a little video I'd like you all to see. Oh, but don't worry, it's not some pervy adult video or anything. Seriously, it's nothing like that. It's a special video for each of you showing what's going on outside the school. What are you talking about? Oh, Master's so impatient today. Why don't you just watch it and find out? Here in the school, there's a specific place you can go to that has everything you need to watch the video.
correct.
Good, then we can go watch the video right now. Before we do that, I'd like to know. What are you? Why would you do something like this? What do you want from us? What do I want from you? Well, if you must know...
Just there. That's all. Well now.
If you want to know more than that, you'll have to figure it out for yourselves. Do whatever you need to uncover the mystery hidden within the school. I won't try and stop you. Because to be honest, it's entertaining as heck watching you guys search so desperately for answers. So I guess I wanted music from you too. He's gone. Once again, he left before we could find out anything useful.
Is that right?
I think we learned something very useful. He has no intention of standing in the way of our pursuit of the truth. Interesting.
However,
Perhaps, but what about the video you mentioned? I'm very curious to see what's on it.
that's true.
Same here. Okay, so...
Hell yeah.
Hey Makoto, check this out for us, would you? Huh? Why me?
Yo,
Because you're the closest to the door. That's the rule, right? Rule?
Jesus Christ. Piece of shit! Stop fucking around.
You see how passionate I'm begging you? What's the big deal? Let's check it out real quick. Okay, I guess I'll get going then.
Hell yeah.
I owe you one.
Hey,
If Makoto's going, I'm going with him. It's not safe to walk around this place alone.
Yo,
If anything happens, just yell and I'll come running. I can't decide if Mondo is totally dependable or completely terrible. Yeah, I'd have to say he's kind of both. Not exactly a bad person. I definitely can't say he's a good person either. There was a specific place Monokuma mentioned. But... then... So yeah, it should be, if you were when exploring, it should be pretty clear where to go now. I hope my throat's not gonna get scratchy after all this talking I'm doing. bunch of DVDs. Each one has a label on it with someone's name. Must be the video for each of us, he mentioned.
Hold on a second.
I better go tell everyone. I think I see something. Nice to I think I'll probably play these DVDs, no problem. Okay, that should silence my thumb before I don't want that going off in the middle of all this. Yeah, I'll just watch mine real quick before everyone else gets here. I yelled out without real, and my heart started racing. Because when I saw on that monitor, it was my family.
You getting picked to attend Hope's Peak Academy is like a dream come true. Make sure you do your best.
I'm so proud of you, son. But remember, don't push yourself too hard.
Are you really watching this, Makoto? Good luck, okay?
And in there I'm going to find a message of love and support. It would have given me hope, given me strength. As for normal school, I would have been happy, if a little embarrassed. Family support to rely on, I would have been motivated to do even better. But here, now, it was totally different. I wasn't living an ordinary school life. So I had a pretty strong feeling that the video wasn't going to end there. I had that feeling, but it turned out I was absolutely right. This time, I couldn't even make a sound. My voice just died. Where'd everyone go? It looks like a war zone or something. And if in reply, a voice came floating out of the speakers. Ryan's voice, of course, it was him.
Makoto Naegi, accepted into Hope Peak Academy, and his family, who supported such a lucky boy. But it seems like something's happened to this family's well-being. Oh boy, this is bad. What could have possibly happened to this family's well-being?
What is this? What happened to everyone? Start showing. I could feel the fear and anger building inside me like hot magma. I signed for him desk over and over again. A single thought raced through my mind. What else? How could I think about anything else? I have to get out of here. I have to get out of here right now. I need to make sure everyone's safe. Makoto? What happened? Make sure who's safe. What's going on? I pointed.
Is it, like... What does this mean? What the?
Huh?
Yes.
Hey, hold on.
I can't see you. Let me out of here. Even now, she was totally calm.
I see.
So, this is what he meant by motive. Us if our desire to leave, so we're more likely to start killing each other.
Yes, indeed.
Classic prisoner's dilemma. Huh? Let me use an example. Imagine two countries are on the brink of war. But both countries want peace, and each commits to scaling back their forces as a sign of good faith. But there's a chance one country may betray the other, so each country fears lowering their guard. There's those that neither scales back their forces, and they both end up betraying each other.
Do you understand?
In other words, the fear of invisible treachery becomes the greatest enemy of stability. That kind of sounds like us right now. Everyone says they work together, but in our hearts we're all afraid someone might betray us. So put those other things in our head. That's exactly what they want us to do.
Huh?
But maybe you're just thinking that once everyone drops the cards, you could just...
What is this? Hey.
This is exactly what Monokuma, or whoever's behind this, wants. They want us to fight, don't you see? We all need to calm down.
So then,
Maybe we should start by all just talking. Just talk about what we saw. That'll help get everything out of our system. I think we're all super curious, right? Hey, Sayaka? What was in your video, Sayaka?
what's your problem?
Just hurry up and tell us. Sayaka? Stop it! And suddenly ran off. Sayaka?
That's enough.
Let her go. I can't do that. I have to go make sure she's okay. I don't care what happens to her personally.
What?
Because you're totally thoughtless. I'm really worried. So why don't you do whatever you think you have to do. We don't all have to stick around together, right?
I hope you are well.
I have my own things to care of. Let's go find Sayaka. So we gotta find Sayaka. There's Hina. I forget what's your yeah. It's been a while since I played, so I don't remember. You know where everyone went, where she goes after this. In fact, now I think about it, she probably went back to her room. Hey, Junko.
But more important,
Aren't you like curious? I mean, I can't say I'm not curious. I can totally tell, but does that mean you're gonna tell me what was in yours? Who knows? It all depends on what kind of mood I'm in, you know? Yeah, no one's in here. The more I think about it, the more I think she went back to her room. I'm gonna search there next. Celeste. I thought that might have been a little too easy. Mondo. She's down in the trash. She's not in the kitchen. Huh. Guess this is gonna be a little bit like a fresh place since I don't quite remember. I remember all the big story beats, but I guess she ran to one of the classrooms. Ah, here we go. Music stopped. I found her in one corner of an empty classroom. Hands on her knees, staring absently at the floor. Or, no. There was nothing on her face you could call an emotion. It was as if her original mask had been stripped away. Sayaka? Are you okay? I'm fine. Actually, no. How could I possibly be fine? What did we do to end up like this? Why are they doing such terrible things to us? I want to get out of here. Let me out of here right now. Sayaka, calm down. She steps around and grabs her by the shoulders. Huh? I understand. I understand how you feel right now. When I think that what might have happened to my family. But now, more than ever, we have to stay calm. This is exactly what they want. They want us to lose our composure and stop thinking rationally. Think about it. Those videos have to be fake. Because if those things really had happened, people out there would be in an uproar. Our families, the police, everyone. Right? So let's just calm down, okay? Otherwise, we've already lost. I'm trying to convince myself just as much as her. I kept repeating those words to myself to clear away the images that have been burned into my brain. Be calm, okay? Just be calm. As long as we work together, I'm sure we'll find some way out of here. And help might even come before that. But what if there isn't a way out? What if help never comes? If that happens, then I'll get you out of here myself, no matter what it takes. When I said that, I paused. I had no idea what had come over me.
Sayaka?
Please, help me.
Her voice was small and shaky.
Why? Why is this happening to me? To kill or be killed? I just can't take this anymore.
Sayaka.
Finally, she raised her face up from my chest, showing me those big wet eyes of hers.
Makoto!
Can I believe what you said? Huh? That you'll help me get out? No matter what it takes? Absolutely.
Makoto!
You're the only one I can trust, so please.
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
Huh? Of course I'll be there for you. No matter what, I'm always on your side. I mean, you are my assistant after all.
Makoto.
You say that, I feel like I can keep going. I can get through this as long as you're here with me.
'Cause I'm your assistant.
The smile I come to know so well returned to her face. It felt a little forced, but still. It was a huge improvement over how she was before.
Hey! Hey!
It's standing up! Yeah! It's standing up! What's standing up?
Come on!
Do you even have to ask?
Yes.
Oh! Way to kill the mood, Pooh! Dude, I forgot what a horrible little... Well, no, I did. I just forgot how petty of a horrible little person you were.
Just a minute.
I would have joined it. Oh. So what the hell's up with those videos? Oh, fuck. You incorrigible little psychopath. If I had voted your punch, you would just violate school regulations.
Hey!
But boy, are you slow! I couldn't down $1,000 full course dinner the time it took you to finish your swing. Your speed, agility, alertness, passion, boldness, sense of despair, antagonization, it's all lacking. What the heck was that just now? He just wanted to mess with us. Well, for now, you want to just head back? Yeah. Way to kill the mood, Monokuma. You look pretty
Sorry.
shaken. Let me go lay down. What's going on? There's just so many problems. So what the biggest problem is that we're trapped in here. That what I saw in the video might be real. Monokuma. What the mastermind has in store for us. Or are we our biggest problem? I want to get out of here. But I can never kill someone. Do the others feel the same? It's definitely the biggest problem right now. They darn me. It was almost 10 o'clock. I fell asleep without even realizing it. Time's about to start.
Sorry.
I'm only sorry to come by so late. Sayaka? Oh. What does it say about me down until now? I never realized there was a chair behind the bed. What are you doing out so late? That's her body was trembling. Is everything okay?
It was so strange.
Something in your body, but something really weird just happened. Weird?
Makoto.
Just a little while ago, I was lying down in my room. The door started rattling and shaking. Her voice sounded like all the air had been squeezed out of her lungs. Just hearing her talk made me tense up.
I was so scared.
It was like someone trying to force the door open. My door was locked. They couldn't get in, of course. They started shaking the door harder and harder. I was so scared I couldn't even move. So what happened? After a while, it just stopped. I let some time go by, then I got up and opened the door to check outside.
Makoto.
But there was nobody there. I tried to force their way into your room. But who would do something like that?
I mean...
It's not like but it makes me nervous. What if something like that happened in the middle of the night? What would I do then? Don't have to worry about that, right? I mean, we can't go outside during the nighttime.
But...
That's the promise we made, right? If someone decided to break that promise, then why don't you stay in my room tonight? Would that make you feel a little better?
Huh?
What? All it said in school regulations that we had to sleep in the dorm rooms, right? It didn't say specifically which room each one had to sleep in, so...
Hey,
But two people sharing one room is, you know... Oh geez, I'm sorry, I didn't even think about that. Honestly, it didn't even cross my mind. No, I know, me neither. It's not even that I mind the idea, but... Well, if you don't mind, can we maybe switch rooms just for tonight? Switch rooms? If it'll help put your mind at ease, then it's totally fine with me. But I don't mind staying in my room. I don't mind you staying in my room, but... Okay with me staying in yours? That doesn't, like, concern you? It's fine, I trust you. In that case, then...
This is as such. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be okay then. Sweet.
So, we're gonna trade keys too.
like I said, I'm sorry.
And you'll see you were just kidding. Or if I wasn't just kidding. Thank goodness. Sorry, starting to get back to normal. We better trade keys.
Okay.
Then. Let's do it. And I look back up at her again. Comes to the door. Don't open it no matter what. I won't. Same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even flipping? By the way, just so you know, I think the door doesn't get stuck. There's a little trick to opening it. The knob, lift up on the door while you pull it out. Just do that, the door can open, no problem. It'll work during nighttime anyway, right? That's right, I totally forgot. But yes, I might use it when I get up in the morning, so thank you. Better get going. See you tomorrow, Sayaka.
Hey,
That's what I said before. When I said I was psychic, it really was a joke. Honestly, I'm just very perceptive. Yeah, good night. Good morning. I head off to my room. I was sitting out in the hall. No one else, there was no sign of life. No one see her. I rushed into Sayaka's room. Really. It smells nice though. So let's search around for Monokuma coins. That's go to the TV room. Oh, wow. Alright, this day will bring some sweet dreams. I fell asleep. Monokuma Theater! You're on a big spaceship. You don't have to worry about crazy neighbors, Pardon me! Not to worry about people in there or asthma-induced pollution. Of course, you don't have to stress about studying for the practicing for the big game. But our tiny world of freedom has a few rules. After all, freedom can only exist because of rules. If you're really dead set on returning that tiny piece of dog poop you call Earth, please do your best to follow the rules. I hope I made this perfectly.
So then, let's everyone do our best to follow these new guidelines and live happily ever after together!
Good.
Okay. I remembered I was in psych as everyone else. I better get going. You believe it? How's everyone first here this morning? Good morning.
Hey, Makoto.
Morning. I suppose I'm early. Consider them all high schoolers.
Yo.
Yo.
Sorry.
My makeup would just not cooperate this morning.
Ah, well,
My
hello.
apologies. My morning duty took a little longer than usual. Type more. And finally, we kept everyone waiting forever.
Indeed.
I suppose I'm late. Good morning, everyone.
My bad, my bad.
I slept through my alarm.
What's your problem?
So awful to be
Yo.
late. Nope, got lost. I blame the Bermuda Triangle. So I'm missing some people? I don't think anybody wants to know that. Byakuya, but... So for her to be so late...
What?
What's going on?
Yo.
Have you seen Sayaka? I just came to my room to hear. Our breakfast promise?
However,
She always has her stuff together. A small dark speck of unease rose up inside of me. And that speck started to grow quickly. I need to go. I have to check on her. First blood on the hall. My head first was stay for a single night. But she was supposed to be safe. But over the course of that one night, the the room would be completely transformed. What the hell? Let's take a look inside. It took me a second to realize that I was screaming. But I saw it dug its way through my eyes and buried itself in my brain. And then... everything went black. That was an edit for the American release. I believe the blood was actually regular red in the Japanese version.
Danganronpa.
You can't die, Sayaka. A lot of people like you. Sing before. I saw someone looking at me. Again, it was someone I'd seen before. You're awake, finally. Are you okay? Now's no time for sleeping. Get your ass up. Huh? You're unconscious, dude. I had to carry you back here.
Well.
I'm surprised considering what happened. What happened? Are you okay? So it wasn't a dream. What I saw. It was real? That's right. It really did happen. Sayaka is dead. A deep, dark despair worked its way through my body and then exploded out of me. I shot up and took off running. Hey, where do you think you're going? I deceived myself. I see if Sayaka is...
Just give up.
You can check once, twice, 1,000 times. Sayaka is completely and irrevocably dead. No, I have to see for myself.
Why?
Let's know us, man.
Why?
What do you think's gonna happen if you go out there? Well, what good is it gonna do to sing around here? I mean, why are we all hanging out in the gym like in a time like this? Our friend Sayaka, she's dead. When I said that, it hit me. I realized she was really gone.
Calm down.
None of us want to be here right now either. Then why? Shouldn't it be obvious? But he told us all to come here. Well, hold on. Don't talk like that. We all protested. You remember the terror price, okay? But
So...
I'm the only one who can right now. We need to do whatever he says. We're his prisoners, right? It's not a good idea to defy him.
Correct.
We need to make even more sacrifices than we already have. Is there anything he has to say? Besides, he's the one who killed Sayaka.
Wrong.
That. He's here again.
Hey,
Unless someone violates the school regulation, I absolutely have to fear. I promise you I won't do anything against the purpose of your school life here.
listen up.
I'm famous at safari parks throughout the world for following the Big Lines 1 rule.
But...
Who did it? Who killed her?
Come on.
You already know the answer. The one who killed her is one of you. Nobody ever replied for that. One of us killed Sayaka? Don't be stupid. That's...
What?
What's the matter? You guys all look like you're about to see a dove get shot up with a Gatling gun. Don't you remember I told you all when this began? One of you decided to kill Sayaka so you could graduate. Someone's just following the rules. There's nothing wrong with that.
Well...
You're lying, right? Of course he's lying. I'm telling you, he killed her.
Wrong.
Nope, sorry. One of you is now a bonafide. If they want to, the one who did it can testify to that little fact. What? They all have the same look on their faces. Don't look at each other with a combination of fear, suspicion, and confusion. Are you serious?
What is this?
Someone killed someone? It is amazing what some people are capable of.
Just hold on.
Hey, hold on. Don't just assume he's telling the truth.
Stop talking.
That's enough. Before we do anything outside, you can learn something with the stuffed animal here. If one of us really did kill her, that person gets to graduate from the school, right? Huh?
Come on.
Don't play dumb. That's what you said, isn't it? If you kill someone, you get to leave.
What?
Why are you laughing? It's 'cause... Naive! You're all just so naive! You think it's really that easy? You can just kill someone and waltz on out of here?
Hey, come on now.
You're super naive! Devilishly naive! Hellishly naive! No, no, no. The real thing has just begun. The real thing?
Now then.
Are you ready? Allow me to explain the second part of the rule regarding graduation. Just like I explained before, you must kill someone if you want to leave. However, even if you do that, there's still one more part to the agreement you have to uphold, remember?
Then perhaps...
Anyone who... If you are the black that commits the murder, you can't be found out by the other students. That's what you're talking about, is it not?
In other words...
Bingo! It's not enough just to kill someone, you have to actually get away with it! Which naturally means you need a system in place to assess whether or not it's been gotten away with.
Yahoo!
So, a certain amount of time after a murder is taking place, a class trial will begin. Class trial? It'll begin a few hours after the murder, and we'll gather together, including the blackened who committed the murder. And they and the spotless students will all engage in one big debate showdown.
During the trial, you'll have to present your arguments about who you think the blackened is. And once everything comes to an end, the outcome will be decided by popular vote. If the answer you've arrived at is correct, only the one that disturbed your peace will be punished. The rest may continue their communal life. However, if you choose poorly, then the one who got away with murder will survive, and the rest of you will receive your punishment. Which, of course, means your school life will come to an end. As far as class trial rules go, that's all there is to it.
Well...
What exactly is this punishment you keep talking about? Put simply...
What?
It's execution! Execution?
What?
And by execution, you mean...
Execution is execution. Execution! Electric chair! Zzz, zzz, poison gas! Torn apart like a paper plane in a hurricane!
We have to call it right, then only they die. But if we get it wrong, then all the rest of us get executed?
Well done!
Look at you, implying you didn't do it without actually saying it. So it's basically just what the outside world calls a lip judge system, or an inquisition type thing, which means you'll be deciding who you think the killer is. But okay, let me add the rule I just subscribed to your handbook.
Hey!
Wait, hold on a second.
What the hell are you talking about?
You're freaking insane, you know that?
What the...
A class trial, what the hell is that? I don't want anything to do with it.
What's this?
Why not?
Stop it!
What do you mean, why not? Well, that's waste my time trying to figure out who murdered someone.
What?
I say you're not going to participate in the trial? The only punishment to wait such blasphemy.
What the hell are you talking
What?
about?
Punishment? I might, I don't know, throw you in a deep, dark, scary prison or something.
Shut the hell up!
Say whatever you want. I'm not gonna be a part of it.
I don't believe it!
Don't be so selfish.
Stop it!
Don't be selfish. Kill whatever you want. It's got nothing to do with me. The evil's staying here right before me. I'm trembling with fear.
Shing!
But I won't give in to such evil. It's my style to stick it out and resist to the very end. And if you really want to get out of here, you'll have to go through me first. Although it was more of a waddle. Okay, that looks hilarious. But then...
Are you enjoying yourself now?
Are you? Violence against Headmaster Monokuma is not allowed. You violated a school regulation. I invoke the mighty summon spell. Help! To me, godly spear, Gunyear.
No! Junoko, a lot of people like you!
This wasn't supposed to... Why me?
Her eyes shot wide open. And just like that, she never moved again.
No way!
What the? I know. This can't be real. No way!
Well now.
Now I painfully wear the great power and meaning of a promise. I really want to keep a course from popping up for no good reason, don't you? You know? But I guess you all need to be taught a lesson after all. What an amazing promise. But now you guys understand, right?
Now you see just how serious I am. Defy me and you get shot full of holes, exploded, buried alive, disintegrated, etc. So, if you don't want that to happen to you, you best obey those school regulations.
Unbelievable amount of blood started pouring out of her body. It was the first time I've ever seen the moment someone's life came to an end. Nobody there could deny what they'd just seen. Junko, who until a second ago had been our friend, was dead. She died. She'd been murdered. In simple terms, it was the death of a human being. It's no more remarkable than the inevitable demise of the entire human race. It's just as natural as the eventual end of the world itself. To send some superhero comic.
Why?
Why'd you have to kill her? Didn't you say you would put her in prison or something? I changed my mind.
I knew it.
No, you've been waiting to kill this entire time.
Say what?
Not the entire time? Don't be silly, you can't kill time. Or are you being metaphorical? Are you saying I wanted to waste time this whole time?
Damn it!
Come on, what do you take me for? I'm Monokuma!
Well now.
Anyway, none of that matters right now. I have something I'd like to give you all to help you in your search for the Blackens.
Ta-da!
It's a lot of fun. It's all the information I've gathered about the death in question. I like to call it...
It's the Monokuma File!
I mean, naturally, you guys are not an expert in this kind of thing, so you can only do so much with the corpse. So instead, I've gathered everything I know about the circumstances and cause of death. What's that? How do I know the cause of death, you ask? Because the bouncy camera picked up the whole thing. I got to see it all go down.
So then...
Wait then, so then, you know who killed Sayaka? Of course I do. If I did, I couldn't possibly pass a fair and accurate judgment during the trial, now could I?
Correct.
That is a good point. You just have to make a proper decision. That's somehow comforting.
Well?
Now then, please put your full effort behind your investigation. After all, you don't have any choice but to give it your best shot. Seriously, you don't have a choice. Okay, so we'll be up for class trial in a little while. And with that, Monokuma disappeared once again. He left us stunned and confused. He left us a total loss. He left us with Junko's dead body growing colder right in front of us. And for who knows how long, nobody said a word. The fact that Sayaka and Junko were dead was a huge shock, of course. There was more to it than that. As I'll say, one of us actually murdered somebody. And that is, if we didn't find who it was, we would all die here. found us a situation where we couldn't help but look at each other with open suspicion. Yet, in a terrible situation, she didn't show the slightest hint that it had gotten to her.
Hey,
Now, no time to wallow in your depression. The worst thing we could do right now is lose all in each other. That would lead to same disaster results as having total faith in everyone else.
What?
Huh?
in other words,
Cooperation is absolutely key at this point. Do you decide to trust or not trust is, of course, up to you. Don't think about talking about it's gonna help anything.
What the heck?
How many times have I told you, anyone who can't adapt will die. Death is the only thing awaiting those who are unable or unwilling to adapt. That happens, you only have yourself to blame.
That's terrible!
When all things said, especially after what's happened.
just a second.
Right now, killing the killer is the most important thing. Because if we don't, we're all gonna die here. She's right. We need to begin our search right away.
Of course.
Either way, we can't run away from the situation, so we have no choice but
What the heck?
we just have to do it, I guess. What other choice do we have? No way in hell am I letting someone kill me. Alright, damn it, let's do this. We just had to do, no one kept being that like a macho. If they were right, we just had to do this. No matter if we don't want to do it, we have no choice but to do it. So that's how that is. Why Sayaka had to die. Why she had to be the one. I'm terrified to find out, but still, I have to know. Otherwise, I knew I'd never be able to accept her death. Which is why I don't have any choice. I have to do this.
Hey,
Who starts? You need to decide what to do about securing the crime scene. What do you mean? You think I'm putting the guard in the circle here, aren't you? After all, if the culprit decides to screw the evidence, we're pretty much screwed.
Hey,
In that case, I don't like doing it. I don't like having to think anyway. I'll just figure out who killed the chick. And we can let Mondo look at it. Sleep there alone.
What?
Why the hell not?
Stop talking.
Then obviously, for the culprit, what's the first thing you do? By volunteering regard to you, you're in a position to destroy all the evidence you want. Fuck you!
So then.
Fine, then I'll stay there on guard duty. There's no problem. Two-player with them. Their stats, they're totally okay. Escape.
But...
But I'll try.
Huh? Don't fuck with me.
just a second.
Huh? Well, investigation, there's something else we need to discuss. Oh yeah.
Anyway,
Because if we don't, we're all gonna die here. Or else discuss. Such a rich like they do, but he really is dead. I'd be shocked if she did try something like that. Huh? Hold on. Just wait a second. She's dead? And that means... What? Anything that happened so far is real? It's not a joke or whatever? It's really real?
let me out of here!
Someone save me! Let me out of here! Somebody help me!
what's your problem?
Okay, what else do we have to talk about? We're starting now. Please wait a moment. I forget who...
Anyway.
Oh!
You finally noticed what we received. And very unusual. What are you talking about? Go ahead, take a look. Noticing anything interesting about where Sayaka died? She died in Makoto's dorm. Oh, wow. She's right. Then, could it be No one's gave to me. Hold on a second, you got it all wrong. For one night, traded rooms with her. I did because she was afraid.
What the heck?
Just tell us the truth. In other words, you think I did it?
So then.
Are we done talking? We need to begin our race soon. At this point, we should split up. We need to get to the bottom of this and find out who killed Sayaka. We'll have to collect clues from to form foundation, then construct an argument to come to a final decision. If we get this wrong, well, do I really have to say anymore?
Actually...
How you didn't know?
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Yo.
Hey, damn it. You're fucking dead.
Anyway...
I knew we killed Sayaka. What are you implying?
This is
It
very
was you. I'm telling you, it wasn't me. Don't come any closer. Are you gonna kill me next?
So,
I'm not. It's not for sure that Makoto's guilty yet. Check out. Why not? I'm not good with blood. All it takes is one glimpse and I black out.
Oh, yeah?
I think I don't expect much from you anyway. Alright then, I guess I better get going. Everyone had already left. No one really think I'm the killer? How did it turn out like this? Seriously, they got it all wrong.
Execution is execution. Execution! Electric chair! Zzz, zzz, poison gas! Torn apart like a paper plane in a hurricane!
I think done the way Mama Kumo wants. Just finally really did it. We really killed Sayaka. Be around 1:30 a.m. in Makoto's room in the dorm. Audience suggests that the death took place in the bathroom. The cause of death was a stab wound to the abdomen. There was also an injury to her right wrist. Particularly, the wrist appears to have suffered a fracture. Find out the truth so we can all survive. As for Sayaka, found out how she was killed.
Help me!
God, Buddha, Mother, God of Space, King Neptune, help me! Just get me out of here. I have to stay with her. I seem to recall, like...
By the way,
The killer could have destroyed some evidence, right? Before anyone found the body, I mean. Trash from the dorms, right? They could have tossed some stuff in there. Yeah, that's definitely
you
possible.
son of a bitch! Shit. You're fucking dead.
I'm gonna pound. What if it was a girl who did it?
Yo.
That'll all get sorted out when the time comes. Yeah, I didn't think that through, did you? Like, do you think I'm guilty too? I try not to make something like that. I simply don't know whether or not you did this. You're just in the rush to kill, but that will follow your lead. I see. That must be my room key. I wish to say something when I've had the key in my room the entire time. Then, how'd they kill again into the room in the first place? Have we gotten to lock the door? No, that seems impossible. Single shoes in my hoodie is don't ignore for anyone. You know, I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching? There's no way she would have forgotten to lock it or open it for any reason. And someone else grabbed it or something. No, that's not possible either. She was here when we switched rooms, and with how scared she was, she wouldn't have gone walking around, so she couldn't have dropped it. So how'd the killer... This is the article story brought, meaning it was used to attack somehow, and plus, it can take out of its sheath. I wouldn't be surprised if it's coated in gold too, on top of that. It's only Goku can come parts of the blade and the handle. Handle's finishing a lot of coating. Coating sticks to you if you just touch it a little bit. Looks like there's way less than before. Decided to clean up a little. Someone attacked it. What the hell happened here? The best, but I don't think it's relevant right now. George is on the one wall's bed. Evidence of a struggle. Looks like there must have been some kind of fight in my room. I was right in the other room. If only I'd heard something. But no. Huh? Don't you remember? Our rooms are completely soundproof. So it's up in the room right next to you, and there's no way you could have known. Create the ideal setting for murder. That's been made with something sharp. How did she get tested in the first place? Sheath. Yeah, sorry I skipped through that. I didn't mean to. Anything else to look at? Hey, Kyoko. But.
What are you doing? Isn't it obvious? No, not really. I'm searching. Searching?
Can't really expect every inch in my room.
Did you lose a contact or something? Listen.
You clean freak.
I see.
Interesting. What's interesting?
Hey.
There's something very unusual about you. What do you mean?
So...
I searched your floor from one corner to another. I didn't find one single strand of hair. Really?
Indeed.
Not one hair from the victim, not one hair from you, even though you've been living in here. You know, now that you mention it, I know something while I was looking around before. It looked like my lint room or in my room that had been used, but I never touched it. Could someone have used it?
I see.
Very interesting. Your room didn't have a single hair, and someone used your lint roller without your knowledge. In other words, someone other than you came in and scrubbed your room clean. Was it Sayaka or the killer?
Well?
That's the question, isn't it? Scratch the girdle. Okay, that's...
Well.
Well, now here's the unfun part. Having to see the body again. Oh, well, I guess I have more to look at. I don't see any. The toolkit is still inside the drawer. I don't see any evidence to be used at all. It's mine. I have no reason to open it. I can't even imagine why I need a toolkit like this.
Yo.
Oh,
What?
my.
What?
So you haven't used yours either?
What?
Not just me.
What?
Nobody's busted theirs out yet, as far as I know. We were just talking about it yesterday.
By the way.
None of the guys have owned the toolkit yet, because, like, why the hell would we? I forgot about that. I think that's the... I can't afford to freeze up now. Looking at her made it appear it wasn't a dream or an illusion. She had lost everything that made her her. Sayaka. All at once I was overcome with dizziness, nausea, the urge to burst into tears. But I can't hesitate now. Why? Why did Sayaka have to die? I have to uncover the truth. I have to find out what happened. I wanted to give up. I wanted to collapse. But that thought held me up and supported me. All behind her. And there I saw... What? Sayaka do this? I'm thrusting her stomach. That must have been the killing blow. Whatever they used to kill her, where'd they get it? That's something I should look into later. Sayaka's right wrist is broken. That's for sure. Something sort of glittery on her wrist, too. Right there, where her wrist's also on. There's something glittery. That definitely concerns me. There's some blood on her left index finger, but that's it. Palm of her on both hands is totally spotless, so how come only her left finger? That must happen. Corner of the bathroom where they inflicted a deadly wound. Pretty obvious what that her fingers blade she wrote that. There we go. The show you turn off nighttime. Those are, and that's why they couldn't.
It would seem.
It looks like you found it, right, Makoto? Bloody numbers. Something written in blood before. So it really was her final message, as if she wrote with life itself.
Right.
You often talk like an inspiring poet. No, she wrote. What do they mean? 11037. I have no idea what they could possibly mean.
So...
The way she wrote the numbers makes you think she wanted to use her body to block them. If she wrote them in that location while she was sitting the way we found her, because she wrote them by turning only her hand toward the wall. If you were to write something in that position, do you know what the result would be? The result?
Well?
Think about it. You're not going to tell me?
Makoto.
You need to cut the mystery of this case yourself. Otherwise, the case will end and you'll remain unconvicted. But it's not that you're not going to tell me.
Makoto.
You know how the door to your bathroom got broken? Broken? I mean, how it gets stuck?
What?
It's stuck? Yeah, I guess I'm the only one, but the door doesn't fit the frame quite right. When I first tried to use it, I thought it was just locked. But once you learn the trick, it opens no problem.
Correct.
So the door doesn't quite fit in the frame, huh? But actually, I'm referring to the broken doorknob. Huh? The doorknob?
That's right.
You didn't notice? Well, first try closing the bathroom door. I'm sure you'll see right away what I'm talking about. I do okay. Huh? The doorknob. What the heck? The door is practically about to fall off. Why is it like this?
It would seem...
Someone must have used a screwdriver or something similar to unscrew it. Whatever it is, it's obvious this was intentional. What? It was intentional? Why would someone want to do that?
So...
I guess maybe they're trying to get the door unlocked and ended up breaking the whole thing. But my bathroom didn't have a lock on it. Only the girls' bathrooms can lock, right? She stood there for a while, lost in thought. Then apparently it struck with some realization she shot a question at me.
Just a second.
You mentioned earlier that your bathroom door would get stuck, right? Did you tell anyone about that? Oh, well, I did tell Sayaka about it last night when we switched rooms. So what you're saying is only you and Sayaka knew about it.
Hmm?
Interesting. Yeah, the sense she was really trying to get into all this.
I see.
That clears that up. Huh? What clears what up? I'm so lost.
Goodbye.
But I've already given my room a go. Yeah, I already remember all the big beats of this. I'm pretty sure I gotta go. Huh. The nameplate with my name on it. I think I need to check this. The nameplate's in my room and Sayaka's room switched. But anyone was told. But why would anybody do that? It's the end of the line. The trash room is where all the trash in the school eventually winds up. How do you get to escape?
No, you can't go any further.
Only the person on clean duty is allowed in.
No, you can't go any further. No, you can't go any further. No, you can't.
Yeah, I just remembered I need to... Yeah, Makoto even said to do that, but... Clean duty? That's me, why do you ask? Because that's my Kun talked to me. So the school would be flooded with trash in no time. So I formally applied for the position. I was going to start this morning, but after what happened, I hadn't had a chance to get started. If you're on clean duty, you can open the gate in the front trash room.
Here we go.
It's my job to gather a bodyguard dog in the trash room. And to do that, they gave me the key for the trash room gate. We're supposed to rotate once a week, so eventually you'll be in charge.
Very strange.
You need a key in the trash room, and the only person on clean duty has access to the key. What's the point of going through all that trouble? I just leave the trash room open all the time so we can all throw things out whenever we want. That does seem
So, in other words...
Actually... You know,
So that's it.
that must be why. If anyone could go in and out of the trash room whenever they wanted, then destroying evidence would be easy. And things would become boring. Boring?
Hey, listen!
More important than
Hey, you
that.
bastard!
Hey, fatty. Why'd you want the clean duty gig anyway? I decided to volunteer. You know why. I know why you did
Is it, like...
I'm dig through all the girls' trash, looking for it, and poking around at it.
There's no way to think about this in a common sense kind of way.
What are you talking about? All my love is for 2D.
You know what I mean.
Maybe you'll get tired of 2D and then turn to...
Unforgivable!
I would never get tired of 2D. I'm time comparing 2D and 3D. I voluntarily chose 2D. Good for us to shower love and affection on 2D. Oh, and PVC figures.
Give me a break.
How are you not told me? Yeah, Hifumi, I'm a huge nerd and you're kind of embarrassing even for me.
What?
Where's the harm in it? Since you're on clean duty, I have a favor to ask you. But I haven't even triggered that flag yet. I mean, you helped me recover from the past trauma, or save a village, or beat a boss. No, nothing like that. I was just hoping to get into the trash room and look around.
You got it.
So easy. Yeah, I forgot you needed to talk to Fumi first. Let's see. Fine on the outside, Venus. So get busy living or get busy dying, he said. So him and Rita, they found themselves a way out. Whatever, please hurry up.
Da-da-da-da-da!
Leave it to me.
Mr. Naegi! Without a doubt.
Destroy evidence, are you? You fiend, you planned this all along. No, I just want to see the actual killer try destroying evidence or not. But the actual killer is you, isn't it? You want to see if you left anything behind. Maybe a parallel world? Whatever. Looks like a burnt piece of something. Like a hunk? Like a hunk of burnt love? Yeah, I'm not dignifying that with a response. Anyway, this is, looks like a piece of cloth in the shape, part of a sleeve from a button-up shirt. Now look at me, there's definitely blood in the cuff, which means the solid slud's the evidence the killer destroyed, but lots of people around here wear a white button-up first. Isn't enough to figure out who the killer is? Wait a minute. It's a good thing. Ah, it's on right now. Do you see the green-yellow buttons next to the map of the incinerator?
Yes, indeed.
It's a pretty simple setup. You press green button to get going, and the yellow button to turn it off. Sooner or later, you'll be on clean duty, so make sure you learn this before you leave, okay? Someone turned the incinerator on. Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here.
Is it a fairy?
Perhaps it was the work of a fairy. Yeah. Okay, Crocker. Do you realize what you just said? The fairy? No, you just said the last time you hear the incinerator was off.
I feel as if...
Yesterday, as soon as I was playing, came down here and checked the place out. Definitely wasn't on then. I haven't been back to Chester since then. It's I'm the only one down, the one who has the key to open the gate.
Most suspicious.
It should be impossible for the incinerator to be turned on, and yet... I think someone's gonna switch on it, but how's that possible? Broken glass. Used to be a glass ball just about big enough to fit in the palm of your hand.
Is this perhaps...
You know what this is? They say if you collect all 7, a dragon will appear and grant you a single wish. Kidding aside, I think this kind of thing you might see on a big city street corner. Gaze into it and it should show you a glimpse of the future. Just like that Mina girl who was on a quest to find that one guy. Don't know what that's a reference to. When I was last here in the Old Glass Shard,
completely unforgivable!
will you be confessing? Why?
That's it! I'm sure of it!
Monokuma coin. Because even when death's looming over me, I need to make sure I'm in the money. If I remember right. So, Hina was in the dining hall last night. And... big, small butt. It looks like one of them is missing. Was it missing in the very beginning, or... I better see if anyone knows more about it. If you recall, Hina just said she was here last night, so let's give her... Just one of the kitchen knives missing from the dining hall?
Yeah, totally.
I thought it was strange, a knife just suddenly disappearing like that. Oh, so it was missing from the beginning?
That's right.
Nope, last I remember they were all lined up in a nice neat row. So when did you notice one disappeared?
Well...
Went to get some tea from the kitchen last night. All the knives were still there. Going back to the kitchen. One of the knives was gone. Saying that didn't disappear while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Or you were right there in the dining. Then you should be able to see for sure. You can tell everyone I didn't come to the dining hall last night, which proves I didn't take it. Hey, by the way, did you really kill Sayaka? What? No, of course not. I would never do that. Yeah, do you really think I murdered her?
I mean...
She was... You guys are supposed to be... But you still... On the other hand, it's a classic drawing. This is... Yeah, you're in a real crack situation. Is there anything in here? No, there isn't. Next we go here. It looked like some kind of concert. Sitting on stage front and center with a face I recognized all too well. Sayaka. She was there along with the friend she said had been so important to her. Blowing up there in front of the crowd, so full of life. Seeing that image made it even harder to accept that she was dead. My vision started to blur and darken, and then the voice I came to despise so much began to float out of the speakers.
Sayaka Maizono, the ultimate pop sensation, lead singer for a world-famous all-girl pop band. For these girls, the glowing spotlight only made them that much more beautiful. But then...
The screen went dark, and in the next moment, so Sam probably believed. What the? Sayaka District's stage was down in ruins, but what I noticed even more than that was the figures of the other girls who had all simply collapsed.
This ultra-successful team suddenly fell apart. None of them will ever perform on stage again. None of them will ever feel the warmth of the spotlight. For Sayaka, there's simply nowhere for her to return to. So here's the billion-dollar question. What, oh what, could have caused the group to go to pieces?
The video was cut off. Everyone knows they are. Is he trying to say that he was even able to get to them? They really did happen. Everyone on the outside of the world must be going crazy. What kind of person would take things this far? That's a very... Mr. Ultimate Moral Compass, what do you have to say?
Listen to me!
I'm a Dorio and Doro's nameplate on shows room.
You hear
right?
me?
Well, it just so happens. Wait, no, you might be the killer yourself. I can't tell you anything.
Got it!
Forget it. Forget Beam! Sorry, just a little joke. Even I do jokes sometimes, haha. Yeah. Anything in here? Doubt it, but I'm gonna check. Ah, Celeste, you're here.
Well... As for me...
Okay, yeah, if you can't figure out your way around, talking to the other students will tell you things. But I don't think I need to talk to Chihiro. I think that's her name. I was telling Ash.
Huh?
Before she died, Sayaka left a message. She wrote the numbers 11037. Do you have any idea what those numbers might mean? Like, They could be a code or something. Sorry, no. Chihiro slowly shook her head.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I just don't know. Okay, well, don't worry about it. Thanks anyway for trying. Even she doesn't know, or could she maybe know more than she's laying on? No, couldn't be. Now let's talk to you. Hey, Hiro, can I ask you something? Hiro, step out of it. What? Hey, does this look familiar? Ah! That's my crystal ball, but it's all smashed. What the hell?
What the heck?
I only bought it because the guy said it was blessed. He said it was unbreakable, so how did it break?
What?
And not Crystal, that guy totally duped me. Genghis Khan, George Washington, Napoleon. Let's put that aside for now. So you can say without a doubt this belonged to you. I probably forgot a laundry lesson. Someone must come by and snatched it. Okay, I think that's it. I think we're going to trial now. How much did you pay for that thing? I saved up for it for a full 2 years. It can't be like a million. Million? You're saying get your power. I can't even feel bad for him. Man, Makoto, man, even Makoto's goodwill has limits.
I'm getting tired of waiting. What say we just get started, It's time for the long-awaited class trial! Now then, allow me to appoint a proper location for the proceedings.
I wonder how much a million yen is in US
Please
dollars.
go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon!
Okay, good. We're gonna have to try, which means I don't have to talk so much now.
Listen to me!
Man, that isn't a lot of money. It's more money than some people make in a year.
Is everyone here? Okay then. Please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom, where all your fates will be decided. I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
Welcome.
Yes, indeed. Hey.
Scared isn't quite right. I said before, but it's up to you to uncover the mystery surrounding this case yourself. We're gonna try to get to the end of the trial tonight. It's not waiting. It doesn't feel like just like a real courtroom. It's a Hollywood movie set, right?
Dude, shit.
Well now.
Yahoo!
Deadly class trial. Okay, we did a lot of hard. You can look over everything else. I remember how this case goes. I don't quite remember what the exact answers are. Set our skills. You get these skills from stream.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course!
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick? What's going on with those pictures?
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier.
Friendship penetrates?
Okay, but what about that other empty seat? There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people. Okay, that about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started. First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin!
I need a refresher, so yes.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono!
Yeah, we know that part already.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that
The killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
No, he's wrong!
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked. With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom?
she must have been attacked in the main room first. Then, she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Sorry.
Okay, so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
Now, needless to say, it's not always going to be that simple. It's just a warm-up.
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon.
So the killer used some random knife they had on him. How could anyone do something like that? That son of a bitch!
Okay, I wanted to see if it was
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon!
I thought there was some way to fast
So the
forward.
killer used some random knife they...
No, that's wrong! No. I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach. And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
That's right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
You really believe that?
Okay, I figured that out on my own.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon. But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right? He did it in secret. Nobody was in the dining room.
No, that's wrong! Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier? Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall, but I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together, and lying to protect each other?
Idiot swimmer girl? Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
But what if they did work together, and they just didn't know about the rule?
Good grief! Enough already! No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case! Oops! Did I say that out loud?
Yeah, this place should finish off that rule book
Anyway,
first.
I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife. So I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife? Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall. No way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that?
I can.
That's right. Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Maybe.
Right.
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because, well...
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over. Which means we have airtight alibis.
You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms, but it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned rooms. So, I don't think that's a problem.
It is a problem! A boy and a girl spending the night together?
Oh, you're in for it now.
Unwholesome!
But I'm a girl.
You are?
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true! One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Well, because... they're not here anymore. Sayaka. She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
I got it! Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen. As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But
the person who took the knife was the victim herself.
Didn't mean to press that fast.
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it? In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
What?
See? He did do it after all!
No! You're wrong!
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction? You possess a most...
Hold on. It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say? Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Now I understand! That's right! There wasn't a single hair on the floor!
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes, and if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there. That makes sense, does it not?
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Yes, very true, very true.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Then Makoto isn't the culprit?
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene? Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom.
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
Yeah, Kyoko is a fun character.
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
I got it! Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Hopefully I can get this done by 10 o'clock.
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
You still don't see? Okay then. Let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
Wait. Okay, now it's gonna be more than 1 week.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room. She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door, because Sayaka had locked it.
And finally, the culprit had Sayaka cornered.
To finish the job, they... stabbed her with the kitchen knife.
It was you, wasn't it, Makoto? Admit it. We already know the answer.
One of the things Leon said.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room. She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
Yeah, I was thinking it was
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door, because Sayaka had locked it.
No, that's wrong!
For a minute, I was afraid I missed.
The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with walk-in bathrooms, right?
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yup, true as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door... That's not lucky at all!
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place? Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
I know exactly what.
I got it! The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable!
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms. Which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through!
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
Ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
Definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
That is a definite possibility.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms? Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
Okay, then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up! Quit without saving!
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Well, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules!
Majority rules? You really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Oh, you
don't gotta sound so disappointed.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well,
I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up.
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Then maybe someone picked the lock?
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Ms. Maizono just let him in.
No, that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place. Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
I actually forgot what present. Yeah, this.
I got it! Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
I keep forgetting what truth bullets I have exactly. Like I said, it's been a... I know the end point, but I don't quite remember the logic to get there.
I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Huh? Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility? I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil.
I should have read that, I'm sorry.
And these are the words that appeared.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows. When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room. Huh? Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No, I didn't. But...
Of course you didn't. Because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
But why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say? Very well then, pay attention. Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct? But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in. So in other words, even if someone did read the note and did what it said,
I wanted to make
they
sure
would
that
not
was the right
have any connection to what happened.
It certainly would seem that way.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct? But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto...
No, that's wrong! The nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Right. Okay, then who did it? I got it! Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note.
Let's do it. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Just make sure you didn't get the wrong room.
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her. We figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot!
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
Oh, no, that's not what I meant. That's not what I meant to do. I meant to just look at it. I guess I'm just supposed to present Sayaka's wrist.
I got it! All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery there. See?
Is that gold?
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword! Right there on her wrist!
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
All right, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
What are you telling me now? Now we have multiple truth bullets.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
So, she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
But then the culprit took death in her too.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened. When the fighting...
Let me take a look at the evidence.
Broke out. The culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
No, it's wrong. Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Why not?
Because the sword's sheath had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead! Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
I think I get it. So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening. So she grabbed the sword to defend herself. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
I got it! You're talking about her palms, right? The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
No, that's not it at all. I got it! According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower here.
Oh my.
You're no different.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
Insult, obvious.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right...
I got it! Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Then the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka?
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own. She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct? Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to...
Just hold on! That can't be true! Because...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument. You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it. Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
Very well. Then let's review all the clues we
I
found
kept
up to
pressing
this
that button.
point one more time.
Do we really have time for all that?
Die!
I'm glad that missed.
Die! If we don't do something...
Yeah, I kept pressing triangle. It wasn't working there.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
No, it's wrong! There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
Dining? Wait, what did you say?
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 11037. Written in her own blood. There must be a clue about the killer hidden in there.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
I got it! Her left that could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean? 11037?
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
Huh? What?
No, it's just look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1-1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1-1, but looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa, you might have finally just said something worth a shit.
Our little gray cells are really getting excited now.
But even if that really is an N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Oh my god. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right onto who did it. So, whose name did she write?
Here's my answer. The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees. If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N. L-E-O-N. Or more accurately, Leon.
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
No, it's not random at all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me. I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
I got it! You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killers stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
That's right! There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yeah, I think so. I got it! If we look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either. You'd need the key to get in, and the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
Interesting.
I think we all know it's...
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to destroy...
No, that's wrong! Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball.
But how would you use it?
I got it! The killer simply took aim at the... All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Someone threw that through a gap in the gate?
Remember what you said before, Hifumi? Hifumi had the key, so the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his was because the killer was able to hit the switch without once they got the incinerator going.
Hey, come on!
What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went into the shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet. The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do
That's right! There's no way.
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is... I got it! Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right?
Lee, do you have any idea how stupid you...
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer! These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling
you. Still won't admit it? Makoto, go ahead and review the... And with that, we can end this.
Listen to me!
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions... Now here's what...
I remember this, but I'm gonna go over it anyway. The problem is sometimes it can be hard to say, to tell exactly what the panels are trying to say, because everything's so close. Okay, I might have gotten one panel wrong.
Here's exactly what happened. I think I'd better take one more look. Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there.
Yeah, but panel before that already shows a knife dropping, so I don't think so. I think it's supposed to be
She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier.
Besides, it said what the killer doing. I think the killer drew the sword from its sheath.
But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke...
Yeah, see?
And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. the killer went after her, but couldn't get the What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing. So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife, and stabbed Sayaka. But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her. And with that, all her strength. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood. Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room. To destroy their blood, they tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there, but the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hiro's crystal ball, which he'd left in the laundry room. The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch. For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw. But the killer had the confidence to take a shot, and that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star. The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life. Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this. Isn't that right, Leon? It would appear that Hiro simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt. And that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball? You thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object! I object! I object! I mean, all of this is just a bunch of without evidence. It's all bullshit. It's bullshit, and I refuse.
Well then, I guess this is a Makoto.
Okay, I remember screwing this up first time I played because I didn't understand it at first. Okay, I didn't really pay attention to the instructions the first time I played this.
When the killer removed the screws from the doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it. Instead, they must have...
I refuse to acknowledge you! You're stupid! Stupid, stupid, stupid! Stupid, 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 stupid!
Okay.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me! Stupid! You lie! Stop talking! Shut up! Where's your proof? kidding me? Not a chance! Stupid! You lied! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me! Stupid! Where's your proof?
This should prove it. The screws on the bathroom doorknob. I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove them.
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
That must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anyway.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly...
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Huh? And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Stupid. Stupid.
So, you have no rebuttal?
Then it would seem we are finished here.
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes? You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right? Okay, then let's get excited! Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice? Or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Leon's guilty party. Looks like you got it right on the money. The Blackened, in this case, the one that killed Sayaka, was other than Leon Kawada.
Huh? Hey, hold on.
Well, say it, Leon. Leon, did you really kill Sayaka?
But...
You son of a bitch!
I didn't have a choice.
Let's kill or
So,
be killed.
that's why... None of you are any different! I was just... unlucky. That's all. Hey! Come on!
Shouldn't you accept my death? Maybe, when I think about it, I'd be better off when we've been wrong. Because what kind of really is the truth? The truth that Psycho is trying to frame me. But even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. After all, the mastermind. It's all because of that video. Even I couldn't handle what I saw in there. If it was her and the video actually had something to do with me, I can't even imagine. No, it's... The one thing that was more important to her than anything else, her dreams, her friends. See something like that happen to them. And Sayaka. For the friends I miss so much. That's why she betrayed me. So when she said,
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
Talk to me in the first place. I guess I'll never know. There's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's that. The entertainment must be terrifying, huh? I mean, to try and kill someone just because of those relationships. She seems so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside, she just turned into pure madness. I really do, yep. You're in utter despair thanks to Sakura's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love. The stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse. This is all your fault. Sayaka being forced to do something like that, all of it, everything. It's all your fault.
That's enough.
That's it. If you were strong enough, I was sure it would leave a bruise.
Calm down.
You're done. You need to let it go for now. That was you. You're gonna give me a good walloping. Just barely avoid punishment, you did.
Yes, indeed.
Now then, since you so magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial, the blackened Leon Kawada will receive his punishment.
Punishment? You mean execution? Wait a second!
I had the killer.
That's it.
That was so
Is that okay?
Or did you not use your very own toolkit? You went out of your way to head back to your own room. Then you came all the way back, broke into the bathroom and killed her. Am I wrong?
Do you understand?
Not because you had an unclouded intent to commit murder.
So, that...
Nothing. I've had enough of this. You killed your precious Sayaka, do you understand? I can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course, I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either. Because the one to blame is him. What? If it weren't for you, this never would have happened. Sayaka or Leon. We should be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in this situation. The mastermind.
Unbelievable.
Uh-oh, did I awaken your sense of justice?
Hey,
Well, just so happens there's nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice.
Chills! I'm begging you! Please, don't do this!
Hey, come on now.
No excuses. You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it.
Stop! Please!
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment.
For Leon Kawada, the ultimate baseball star.
No!
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
No!
If you got weak stomachs, you might want to look away now. What we saw, that was a true face of despair. A mean, if we can't call it that, what else could we call it?
Extreme!
Man, my dude is pumping right out of control!
Let go! I can't take it.
Well?
Hey, if you don't like it, all you gotta do is sort of cut ties with the outside world and accept living here forever. Only if every single one you can get on board with that.
Damn you!
Why the fuck are you doing all this shit to us?
What the heck?
Evil? You make it sound like I'm some dark, awful, secret society type of guy.
Say what?
Or in this case, an dark, awful, secret society type of bear.
Well...
Like...
Hey,
It seems like you're trying to use some common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. That's like trying to put a mile on a scale. I just don't think it's possible. I think what I'm saying and what I'm saying quite fit together.
Shit.
I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your ass in the ground. You must really hate me to get so angry, huh? But if you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. What happened because more than one of you decided you wanted to get out, right? No matter what in the shy passage, you can't get free of your regrets in the outside world. If you're to blame, being trapped in this insane place. I'm sure once you learn all the mysteries of the school, your thinking will change for sure. Boy, isn't it wonderful how we all get to live here forever?
What does this mean?
Hey.
Dear me in there, just like before.
Thrills! Chills! Kills!
Hey.
Everyone, who exactly you're referring to? I said everything I got to say. I need to say some fun for later. He was gone. Able to move. We were all too scared. Her face for stone.
Just a second.
Can I talk to you for a second?
Makoto.
I want to talk to you about... It's about Sayaka, isn't it? As I just figured it out.
Listen.
Last trial started. You had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself. You only realized how Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? Thought never even crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool becomes such an easy target like that.
It's true.
Sayaka meant to crush you. That's a fact you can never change. But even till the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why. As she lay dying, she was thinking of you. She was thinking of me? You can't say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Psycho knows for sure, and we can't ask her now.
However...
You can ask her, you can still infer it, don't you think? Her final thought was how she could protect you. What?
So...
The fact she used the last opportunity to leave her dying message proves it. If she didn't care about what happened to you... Oh wow, my... battery's running out. Hold on. If she didn't care what happened to you, she never would have left that message. Well, maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who killed her.
Certainly.
That's only one possibility, but I don't think that's what it was.
Anyway...
She was uncertain. She was sure she could someone or deceive you, which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure.
Right.
But ironically, think about it. Why are you telling me all this? Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the deaths of your friends, Sayaka and Leon, and keep moving forward.
Correct.
Without someone like that, the others would never be able to break free of such a desperate situation. Move past their deaths? I can never do that. No. I'm gonna carry on with them for the rest of my life. Gotta partially move past something like that. Since you're choosing the hard road, well, I have high expectations for you.
Hey.
By the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. How'd you know I want to talk to you about... Oh, well.
What?
As you might guess, death is gonna be a constant. Okay, you know, I think we're about ready to call it a night for now. We've been at it for 3 hours, and Toonami starts in 1 hour, so yeah, I'm gonna call it here. So, thank you all for joining me, and I will, next Saturday we'll continue this with Chapter 2, but in the rest of the week there'll be more Kingdom Hearts. I will see you guys then.